Homegrown Music is a production of the North Carolina Channel. Major funding is provided by Duke Energy.
I know what I want from my energy company. I want to know that my power is always on and that my energy is cleaner, safer, and affordable. That's why, as a Duke Energy lineman, I'm working hard to make that possible. I feel honored to serve our community. It's a good feeling knowing that I'm helping to build a smarter, reliable energy future for all of us, for my family and for yours.
It's funny because I used to go see the group when I was in high school. There used to be a mob of people downtown Detroit because Detroit City used to put on these concerts. And a friend of mine was the center for our high school basketball team. I think he was 6'8". So he said, let's go see Chairman of the Board. I said, oh man, yeah. But there were so many people I couldn't see, he put me on top of his shoulders. And then I could see all over the crowd. I saw the stage and I saw what those guys were doing because, of course, you had, like you said, Four Tops, Temptations, Miracles, but Chairman of the Board was different. They were not doing the routines that you saw everybody's doing, and they were for individuals.
Chairman of the Board really occupy a unique space in the history of American soul music because they had their start in Detroit, and then as Ken said, they relocated and pretty much changed their whole game plan, relocated to the South, and put a lock on this region down here on the Carolina Beach music scene.
I first got with this band, there were people who were saying that it would never be another General. And I know that and I respect that, and I'm not trying to be General. But the fans appreciate me for who I am and what I have to bring to the table. And that's great for me.
My personal musical style, I would say you're gonna hear a little bit of church in my style, but my vocals, the way I approach it, reflecting on some of the singers who have influenced me, Marvin Gaye, one of the biggest, as well as Sam Cooke and Stevie Wonder. So I would say my style in our group might be more of a smoother style.
You know, the fans love us everywhere whether we go. And it's always the same feeling. You know, when you can get the exuberance from the crowd, it drives whatever it is that we're doing on stage. You know, when I'm working with Ken Knox and with Brandon Stevens and with the band, the executives, it's like no greater feeling that a musician, an artist could have.
As it turns out, Ken called me back a few months later and had me audition again, and he brought me into the band as the lead singer for the Executives. And then as time went on, we had some changes in the band, and there was an opportunity for me to come up front with the Chairmen and sing with the Chairmen as well. But Ken also, liked what I did with the Executives, and I love performing with the Executives too. So I do double duty, singing lead with the Executives and singing with the Chairmen.
I can't do without the Executives or Thomas Hunter or Brandon Stevens.
If I must say so myself, we have the greatest band there is. The Executives, they are the driving force behind the Chairman of the Board.
I think we're a bunch of progressive musicians, so we're able to take the composition as it was originally laid and kind of create a more progressive sound.
But I was here before Johnson passed, with Danny too playing drums. We're actually playing keyboard first. I had no clue I was gonna be here now though. I had no clue that what I was getting in was so big, you know.
Even before I was totally aware of what was going on, even as a kid, getting ready for school, they would play Chairman of the Board music and stuff. So with that being said, I had an opportunity even at an early age, up until now, to listen to the material. So it's kind of surreal to a degree to now be a part of it.
My history with Chairman of the Board is a little different. I did radio and TV. And I remember playing Carolina Girls, but I was like, I just knew, and that was probably the only beach song that I knew, like Carolina Girls. Like, so fast forward years later to actually be a part of Chairman of the Board, it's like mind blowing. It's like, okay, I remember 10, 15 years ago hearing that song, had no idea who these guys were like that, and to actually be here now, it's unbelievable.
When I first started playing with these guys, I was a generation enough removed that I had only listened to, the only experience I had with the Chairman of the Board at that time was give me just a little more time. So when I got to come in and be a part of this band, which was really the first professional act I had ever gotten to play with, after getting to hear all these songs and rehearse with the band at that time, I'd go back and listen to some of the older recordings, the original recordings of the songs, and I'd say, man, those guys are playing it wrong.
Being able to bridge the several generations with what I bring to the table with, which, you know, maybe a little more contemporary sensibility in terms of the vocals and my approach to performing. So it's really exciting.
The camaraderie within the band and the musicianship and the integrity, you know, that we have for each other, it's like we're in our own little world amongst, you know, those that come out to see us. We definitely want to play the material as accurately as we can. So with that being said, we feed off each other, and our show also allows the crowd a chance to participate. So I think that creates memorable experiences for those who come out to see our show.